Hey everybody, this is Rob for the Quantum Gamers. I'll be playing a PvP here. Um, on this map on Lost Temple, pretty balanced map for PvP. I'm playing against a Protoss versus called iQuench. Now today I was laddering and I found that I had two PvPs and both of the guys went Quick Dark Templar. So one time they got me and one time they didn't, and you'll just have to wait and see which one that is. Um, now again, this is Protoss versus Protoss, so you don't have to put a pylon anywhere specific. I just like to put it right near the nexus so you can decrease the mining time. The probe has to go here, and the warp in speed. So basically, and he's throwing his pylon there, so I don't know what's up with that. But then on scouting, always scout your top position here first because that's the quickest, and then go here and then go to here. If you spawned in these positions, it'd be a better rush, and if you spawned here, that'd be a very macro game because you're the farthest away. And here you're sort of medium, very accessible by air. So basically those are the strategies outlining what I might do. Both throwing down our gateways, very specific times, getting probes. This is all sort of almost very similar builds here. Now you know me, I like to go for the two gateways, and I like to leave an assimilator for later. But he's going for a quick assimilator because he is going for quick DT. So you want that gas up to be able to tech quickly. Let's go to income. 15 harvesters, 14 harvesters, very balanced. Now my scout's finally going to get there, and he hasn't scouted yet, so he's sort of going for this all-in DT build. And he's sort of hiding pylons all around here. I don't know why he's really hiding pylons, but, that's him. Back to production. My second gateway's come up, and I have about 555 minerals. Then I get 2 pylons, and they're all sort of powering this stuff. Okay, back in the base, I see he's throwing up a cyber core. Now whenever you're scouting in with a probe, you always want to click on any building warping in, because then you can sort of tell what it is. Anyway, I have about 200 minerals. I pause here, but that's okay. Two gateways are up, producing zealots. See, now I'm going to throw my gas up soon to start getting see, there's the zealot, and I have them rallied right to my ramp. Now I notice that I actually, when you see this sort of like one gate and then a gas, you can realize that he's teching quickly. So I was going to apply some pressure with my zealots, and you see I've rallied my gateways to the Zelnaga Tower, and I've also sent my one zealot over there, and I'm also going to send a probe to build a pylon. Let's go back to income. 21 over 19, still pretty simple discrepancy between harvesters. My mineral income's higher because I don't have anybody on gas, but there now I just start getting gas. Cybercore coming up, still producing those key zealots, because basically what I like to do in mirror matchup, or any matchup nowadays, just to resist early rushes, I like to get 2 gateways, just because I like it. It's a build that I used when I first started playing Starcraft, and it's a build that I use now. So let's go back to my opponent's base. As you can see, he has 2 zealots. Warp gate almost done, or warp gate about 3/4 done for him. Throwing up a forge and 2 more one more gateway and a Twilight Council and a forge. And getting both of his gas up. And as you can see, I'm actually expanding. This is what I like to do. I like to go 2 gate into Cybercore and then expand, because I use the 2 gate to apply early zealot pressure, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to run in with these zealots, and this is going to be sort of an attacking basics. And he's also, my opponent, researching +1 and blink. So basically here, I'm attacking. I know I can attack because there's only like 2 zealots and a sentry there. So basically pick off this, but then I realize the warp gates are there, so I decide to leave because I don't want to, like warp gates, they can easily bring in reinforcements quickly, but that's okay. I withdraw and throw up a proxy because I know that I won the battle. I'm expanding, so I want to don't want to retreat all the way. And there's the Dark Shrine. So he's getting a Dark Shrine up, and as you can see, I'm getting my robotics facility up. This is what you want to do in PvP if you can't really get in and scout. Just be on the safe side. 2 gates are going, and notice how the zealots are about to finish just as this is about to be done researching. So just a little bit of timing there. I'm still on 1 gas because I don't need it, and now my nexus is up. So I'm going to be transferring a bunch of workers there and getting my 2nd gas now. And now I'm massing up an army at the center to try to go for another push. And he is now just expanding, so let's go to income. I am now ahead at 22 to 21. Now he is throwing up his robotics. Basically, what we're both doing here is making ourselves Dark Templar proof. His DT, the Dark Shrine, is still coming up. So basically, I'm just sitting here posturing and macroing, keeping my opponent contained. I don't really want to have any big engagements because if he does push forward, I only have 2 gates with a robo coming down, and I don't have much to defend. So basically, the build I'm going here is actually a very unsafe and greedy build. As you can see, there's the first Dark Templar right there, and he is actually going to move him out. But notice, this is going to be a fatal mistake of his. I can actually see it. If we go to first-person view cam, I see it because you can see a little blur. And if you see that, it's dangerous. Run all your forces back to your base, okay? Just run them all back and throw up a forge. That's what I did. I threw up a forge, and now I should be chrono boosting out an observer as quickly as you can, because if you don't have any detection, you're screwed. But my saving grace is he thought I had an observer, so he tried to lose me, and now he's going to go back to attack the pylon. So this is great for me. I don't care that I lose a pylon. It's okay. This gives time for both my forge and this rope, and see, there's the observer. So this DT attack is totally negated, all because he decided to attack a pylon. And that's what you can sort of do. Since observers are cloaked, your opponent doesn't know if you have one or not. So just chase the DTs. Act like you're chasing them if you see them. And, hope for the best. And now the forge is up so I can build a cannon. And notice I have 900 minerals income to his 600. So my mineral advantage is better. I have thrown up my gateways, and I'm making another observer. Because I like to have 2 now, 1 to go in his base and 1 to go with my army. Just for cloaked units and things like that. And spotting the high ground. Now just warping in more stalkers, and I'm eventually going to get quad gas here. The observer's done. And basically, really, if your opponent has this failed harass, let's see, 3 gate Dark Shrine, 1 robo, and you have the economic advantage, 29 to 20, actually no economic advantage, but army advantage, serious army advantage goes to me. So I'm just going to move out, and I can really just engage in wherever I want, and I'm throwing back up I'm reestablishing my proxy. And here's my observer. It catches nothing, a chrono-boosted robotics facility doing nothing. Let's go back to production. Both of us are researching, I'm researching +1, he's researching +2. Now really, if you're in this situation where your opponent's is sort of denied your harass, then you really don't need upgrades, you need units, okay? So basically, focus the DTs first. They do higher DPS. And he did actually kill my observer, which was a smart move by him, so I noticed that my observer is no longer in my army. So I have to go do 2 things, build another, and get this observer from his base with my army. Because soon enough I realized that, oh no, I have no observers, so that's actually going to be pretty bad for me. And again, throwing up 2 more gateways, or 3 more gateways, just because I have an economic advantage and I want to push it, and also pylon, and researching +1/+1 on the forge, and just have this cannon chilling here, making sure no DTs get in. And I actually don't realize that I don't have detectors in my army for a bit. Now I realize. This is when I realized he picked off my observer, no detectors. So this is when I get pretty anxious. And again, also throwing up the 3rd. If you have this really big economic advantage and you've contained him and you have an army advantage, if you're just dominating the game, be sure to expand again. You don't want to get caught in the situation where he turns it around and gets better economy than you. See, so just make sure you stay on top of it. And there, I pull my observer to come back with the army, because what I don't want to do is him to send out his DTs and me to get swamped. Because he has 5, he has 6. That's a sizable amount. Now he's sending his observer in, which would almost get picked off with this army. Once it comes in range, yeah. Okay, the observer dies because it went in range, and now, you know, just focus the DTs down because they do the higher DPS, move the observer in, and basically if you have the bigger army, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to warp in some more stalkers and some zealots, and then move in and just end the game, because I notice he doesn't have anything. He has this really low health stalker, 3 more. He has 5 stalkers compared to my army, my superior army, right here. And so I can just move in and steamroll this and end the game. And basically, I'm going to talk a bit while my army kills his army about engaging. On Lost Temple, there are a lot of crevices, and in Protoss versus Protoss, you want to engage your opponent in these crevices, especially if you have stalkers and zealots, because his stalkers, since they're faster, they're going to be able to outrange the zealots, and the zealots are going to be able to be stuck. So just a little bit of that, you know, keep your army at this ramp. I don't want to march into the main, because I know he has Dark Templars up there, all those, and so, I mean, just keeping my observer, chilling, killing stuff, basically establishing a close choke, and engaging in nice wide open areas that give you an advantage over your opponent. Now you can just watch my army kill stuff. This is going to be the game. Basically just and see, this is what you sort of like engaging. If this was a real battle, there he moves in an observer, but that gets quickly dispatched. And just pick off the pylons. See, if your pylon structure is this, if all these buildings get unpowered by 2 pylons, that's bad. And then pick off the Dark Shrine, because that's the most valuable structure there. You don't really want a base race scenario, so yeah, just kill stuff, but don't get complacent. Always warp in more stuff. Just make sure that he doesn't have anything hidden. Anyway, there's the GG. This is Rob for the Quantum Gamers, signing out.